stuff.
The only thing I didn't know
What?
was the Mahal Gable segment. It's the only thing I did not know of.
Good for you, Dominic.
Yep. What you call a connoisseur
Of the sports.
of the sports world.
Okay.
What's Mitchell going to choose?
You want to show it? I have it on my phone.
No, I don't give a fuck.
All right. Did you put like lip gloss on today?
Yeah, my lips are all chapped.
My lip gloss be
Popping.
My lip gloss be cool.
Oh,
Boys be stopping.
I don't
Chase me
know.
after school.
What
You know about me? What you know about me? What you know about me? What you
I
know?
gotta hope someone watches. Damn, look at all the people that are watching you right now.
Josh!
Yeah.
All right. I'm trying to hurry the fuck up, so. All right. So we're doing a testing of the audio system so we don't fuck up like one bullet cast usually does. Dominic, your
You
turn.
mean every Bulletcast episode? Every time you do one, it seems to be, somebody, I'm not going to name any names, screwed up again.
Not every time. Like, maybe 40% of the time there's a fuck up.
75.
And then Mex Mendoza, he was trying to delete the SD card like completely, and he couldn't figure out how to do it. And then Mendoza was like, "Why don't you just restart the computer?" Fucking worked.
Oh my god. And he's your tech whiz? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's ugly. Oh god.
All right. Audio is
Good enough?
fantastic.
All right. Gotta put my Connor bracelet on.
It's mine.
It's mine now.
It's mine. Didn't I buy that with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy one.
And you made fun of me.
I didn't buy one.
Because you hate the dying children. I love the dying kids.
Whatever.
You like my LeBron James headband?
I knew you were a LeBron fan.
I got it for free at my school because we won a news competition by getting the most news questions right. And I was so pissed because like the question that came right after me was the A's question about whether, this is back when they were actually going to go to Laney and play there, but then things kind of fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, there was one question. I forgot what it was, but I completely bullshitted it. Oh, no, it was like after the hurricanes. Yeah, the hurricanes, they were like, oh, so many people died because of what? And I was like,
water.
Electricity not being able to work. And it was right. I was like, yes! I had no idea, but I guessed right. Because it was like about hospitals. So I was like, well, if the electricity's out, then the hospital machines don't work, then people die. I'm fucking smart. This is the kind of bonus content you get on YouTube. You guys are welcome.
Yeah.
None of you.
Oh.
Because nobody watches this shit, but who cares? I don't
know why you do live still if no one watches.
I don't know.
We don't have that big of a family.
I mean, it's something else. I mean, your boy Brian told us to do it, and what happened? He's not watching it. You're not plugging the product, Dominic?
Fine, you want me to call him right now? Tell him to fucking get on YouTube? Huh?
No, not really.
Exactly.
Does he want to have the chat pop and him and Josh can go back and forth?
They keep fighting.
Yeah. All right.
I really like the product. No, they're gay.
That's my... Fuck. I need to take these fucking books out. I don't even fucking read these books and whatever.
Well, people, that's why we should go live when we figure all this stuff out.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. All right.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody, to episode number 29 of Curveballs and Chair Shots. My name is not Dominic, and his name is not Brandon. So let's just jump right
You're going to confuse the people
into it.
Jeez.
That's okay. Nobody watches it anyway, so how are we going to confuse them if they don't even watch it? And you can see your lovely shorts, Dominic. Maybe I should stop that. There we go.
Oh, God.
I want to see my pajama pants.
What's wrong with my shorts? Woo. Oh, my God.
Okay.
We're falling apart already.
So, onwards to the news. Apparently, the WWE Championship has turned 55 years young.
Really?
Yes.
Wasn't it introduced? Oh, no. Yep, you're right. My bad. Never mind. I'm going to shut up. Not good of the time. Sorry.
It's okay. So, CM Punk and the WWE are going to be in court. Finally, I feel like this has been going on forever. And
It's been like, what, 4 years?
Well, I think 2 years since the actual suit happened.
But since he's left, it's been like 4, right?
Yep, podcast because he left before WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
Right after the Royal Rumble. And then he did the podcast with Cole Cabana on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
And then Dr. Aman did not like what he said. And so then he sued him for defamation. And so now they're actually going to court now.
Who do you think actually is going to come out on top on this court case? I mean,
it all depends on the facts. If
Punk
stuff
can
really happened,
prove it. I mean, that he was actually legitimately hurt and all that, and they were okaying him.
Hope my boy CM Punk pulls through. One last win.
Why don't you guys just make up and just come back?
I would love to have that.
I would love that too.
So some more sad news. Zack Ryder has been injured. He wrestled in a main event, the show, not a main event of an actual show.
Because he can never,
Maybe he wrestled in the main event of main event, and he got a knee injury, but luckily no severe ligament damage.
Like a strain, right?
So just a strain, no surgery. So he'll probably be out for a couple weeks, and he can go back and do nothing again.
Damn, we're just starting off hot right now.
Hot takes. Ziggler's contract apparently expires this year, so his contract ended last year, but I guess he signed a short-term contract. So would we see Zack Ryder? Maybe see Zack Ryder?
Ziggler?
Zack Ziggler? Maybe a new tag team?
ZZ?
Yeah.
ZZ Top?
Maybe this is just a little short-time feud with him and Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre breaks up with him and the other way around, and then Ziggler leaves.
And
I don't know.
Exactly.
And then Ziggler goes on to New Japan and tears it down.
Burns it down?
Maybe burns it down too, but that's a gimmick infringement on my boy Seth Rollins.
Oh, well. It's just, I don't know, man. I like Ziggler, but I don't like him right now. I liked him before.
Someone you do like.
Me?
Is Jeff Hardy.
Oh,
you love Jeff Hardy. And apparently there is a petition to bring back Jeff Hardy's old theme song back.
Which, okay, the original Hardys or his No More Words one?
The No More Words one.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Okay.
I do not really know what's going on here. But I don't
know either.
I mean, honestly, I don't really know the theme song. I'm not the biggest Jeffrey
I
Hardy
have my Spotify list.
Is it his song?
No, it's a band that did it for him, and then that was his theme song.
Yeah, so right now he just comes out to the old Hardy Boys theme song.
It's a new remix of the old version. The intro is like a lot longer.
So is it kind of like the Stone Cold Disturbed theme?
No.
So it's like completely. Well, I mean,
it's the same exact theme, but the drumming in the beginning, instead of going for like 5 seconds, goes for like 15 seconds.
But besides that, it's the same thing.
Yes.
With words.
No. Wait, the one is
No More Words.
No, that's completely different.
Oh, that's the one we're talking about. I said No More Words.
I thought we were talking about. Okay, whatever.
So the No More Words theme. What about that one, Dominic?
I like it.
That's it.
Well, I mean,
are there words in No More Words?
Yes, there is. It's a complete song.
Oh.
You want to play it for you right now?
No,
I'm gonna sing it for you.
Maybe you can hum it.
No, I'm cool.
Okay, sing 5-10 seconds so we don't get flagged.
No, I'm cool.
Maybe again off the air.
Off the air.
The Rock has welcomed another daughter, a third daughter into this world. Second one with his. Are they married or are they just together?
I don't know. I never heard of if they're married or not, so I don't know.
But anyways, his third daughter. A lot of baby girls coming into the wrestling business. We got The Miz, we got Birdie, we got Mike and Maria Kanellis, we got The Rock. So
what was Kanellis' baby's name?
Frederica.
Yeah, Frederica. Nerd.
But maybe Fatal 4 WrestleMania 60.
60? Yeah, I guess they have to break in pretty young, but maybe 20.
25. 25. 30? 15?
25? No, because we're going on a 35 this year, right?
Yeah, so it'd be 60, which is 25.
25 years young.
Paige retired and she's like, what, 26?
Hey, don't you bring her into this.
Sorry.
Hey, Daniel Bryan almost died.
No, he didn't.
Well, in my eyes, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, the New Japan show that is coming to the Cow Palace. Tickets are going on sale this Tuesday, but nobody watches this, so who cares? Because it'll be less competition for us, so we get those front row seats, so I can watch it and enjoy it while you guys stand there and be like, "Who the fuck are these people?"
I'm gonna like it. I don't see why you're being so negative. I'm gonna like it. I know a few of them.
Okay.
Don't you dare bury me right now, because I will rip that headset off and shove it up your ass.
I will not bury you.
Thank you,
because you're gonna Venmo me some money to help your boy out.
Exactly. Millions of dollars, you guys.
We will get to that. We will get to that. So, Dominic, what would you like to do? Would you like to do Raw and SmackDown first, or would you like to do Greatest Royal Rumble first?
We'll do Raw and SmackDown since that happened first. Go ahead in chronological order.
All right, and since it kind of ties into the Greatest Royal Rumble, even though the Royal Rumble kind of just stands alone on its own, it kind of sucked. But we'll talk about it because that's the title of this beautiful YouTube live that we...
Greatest Royal Rumble sucked?
No.
Just
Greatest Royal Rumble recap.
Ah, okay. Whoa, nice catch.
Nice.
You play baseball?
I try.
Okay.
You know, Major League, I wish. Mexican League.
All-Star.
Right here. If you want to go grab my trophy over there, my medal.
I would, but then I have to take off the headset, walk over there.
It's going to take a long time.
It's going to yeah.
Okay, so on to the Raw recap. All the superstars, babyface and heels, besides Brock Lesnar, are up on the stage with Vince McMahon, and they do a 10-bell salute to Bruno Sammartino. They do a nice video tribute. Basically takes up the first 5 minutes of Raw to tribute to Raw, really, to tribute to Bruno. Really nice.
Yeah.
Probably one of the only people, maybe him, Flair, Hogan, Stone Cold, Rock, maybe Shawn Michaels. And then Vince, obviously.
We'll get that
would get that type of response and tribute. Because I don't think
Piper got that.
All of that. First 5 minutes of the show. All dedicated
Eddie
to
Guerrero did it.
Well, that's because he was... I mean, if, God forbid, somebody on the roster dies today, I'm pretty sure they would get a pretty big one.
You know, if Daniel Bryan dies.
That was the first person that came to mind.
Really?
But I didn't bring it up. I was like, yeah, because, you know, him and Benoit, they're kind of on similar tracks. He did, you know, go almost went wire to wire like your boy Benoit.
You know, the thing about Daniel Bryan and Chris Benoit, though?
What?
Chris Benoit actually won the Royal Rumble.
Hey.
You want to talk about Chris
Benoit? It's all fake. It doesn't matter.
You want to talk about Chris Benoit right now? Let's talk about Chris Benoit.
Let's not get off the rails here.
Hall of Famer. Make it happen.
Let's get back on track before I rip your head off, shove it up your ass.
Okay.
Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar have a segment, but Roman Reigns really didn't do much. Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar come out. Paul Heyman cuts a promo, pretty good promo. Basically says that Brock Lesnar is going to kill Roman Reigns. That's what he insinuated.
Kind of murder.
And then Roman Reigns comes out and says some bullshit like he's going to win the title, and that was basically it.
Yeah.
I mean, not really an inspiring promo from your top babyface in the company.
It kind of makes me not give a crap about this title anymore. I mean, when they first introduced the Universal title, I first thought...
air quotes?
Because
that's what it's called.
I don't like the title.
That's literally what it's called.
Anyways, Stone Cold your ass. I didn't even like that name to begin with. And
it's a WWE Universe, Dominic.
Yeah, they're just pandering to the crowd, and I think they should have just brought back the World Heavyweight title. That would have, to me, it's more prestigious than a Universal title. Because to me, a Universal title, that means anyone can come and get it. So, and they're not going to let people do that. But anyways.
But the universe is bigger than the world.
But who's to say there is a universe? You know, Kyrie Irving still thinks the world's flat.
So they just be like the Galaxy Championship?
Ooh.
The Milky Way champion?
Can we have our own title now? And we'll be the Galaxy title? Put that away. Put it away. Put it away. Put it... No, that's what I think. But yeah, this is so cold, this segment. These two people, I don't like it anymore. It's cold. They just need to get rid of it.
We can get into that a little later.
Okay.
So Elias defeats Bobby Roode cleanly, sort of cleanly. Kind of hits him with the ropes and rolls him up. Didn't even use the tights or anything. I really hope this leads to a Bobby Roode heel turn because I think Bobby Roode is stale. I never really am a big fan of Bobby Roode, as I've said many times on the podcast. I hope he turns heel. Elias, obviously Vince likes what Elias does. He just comes out, trolls the crowd.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe Elias gets pushed and he's not going to win the championship, but he can probably feud for the championship.
Yeah.
So Bobby Roode heel turn. What do you think? Or do you think they're just going to trade wins back and forth?
I don't see. It's hard. I don't see him. If he turns heel, I don't know where he matches up with everyone else.
Y'all get fed to Roman Reigns.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Braun Strowman.
Pretty much. Maybe John Cena when he comes back.
Maybe John Cena will never come back.
Maybe Nikki comes back.
Ooh.
I'll take Nikki over John.
Shout out Nikki Bella.
Oh.
You just noticed that?
No, I know it's been there, but I forgot.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've been over.
Maybe we should do a room tour. It's been a while since I've done a room tour.
Nothing much has changed, people.
Well, yeah. Actually,
got this big TV though. Damn.
Actually, yeah, it has. I don't really have those. I never had those Funko Pops. What else has changed?
You know, that cane pop looks really nice.
Mm-hmm. Even though, you know, a Macho Man one's worth the most. WrestleMania exclusive.
Anyways,
Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy defeat the Ascension, setting up their match against the Bar at Greatest Royal Rumble. How do you like the pairing of Wyatt and Hardy right now?
It's something different.
But they're not going super woken right now.
I think that's something that the fans would want, is to have a full out, you know, just let them go crazy kind of moment. But I think it's kind of dying off. Don't you?
I like it in terms for Bray Wyatt because I think it rejuvenates his character. He's something new.
Yeah.
Because we've just seen him do the same thing for like 4 years and he always loses. So now that he's winning with Matt Hardy, it's a new gimmick. He's not like super woken. He's like, he's kind of, he always kind of had that part of his character where he was a little crazy. Yeah. So now it's just kind of that part the entire time.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of liked, if they want to have Matt go heel, I'm for it. But I think they'd be better more as that heelish team that yet the fans still cheer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Sammy and Kevin show happened for the first time with their guest, Kurt Angle.
And
nothing really happened here.
Sammy with the greatest line ever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want me to say what it was? Sure. Oh, I thought you were gonna.
We're gonna go banter back and forth.
Yeah,
like an actual podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But what did Sammy say, Dominic?
Well, you know, because he listed he had 4 kids, 5 kids, or something like that. I don't know the exact number of kids. Kurt has a lot of kids. But you know, Kevin said, you know, you forgot one more, and he says, nope. Oh, you forgot Kevin Jordan.
This is
Jason Jordan.
That's why you don't say the line.
Well, you know, it would help if you would help me. You know, be a good, you know, co-host.
Don't be a bully. Be a star, kids.
He's a big bully. Anyways, but you know, if you forgot Jason Jordan, the punchline's ruined. Let's go on to the next one.
Sammy and Kevin are basically the entertaining heels. They take the spot of The Miz to where they fill TV time. They talk. They can wrestle a lot. I hope they don't get overexposed, but they probably will just because they need the TV time. They're, you know, they can always be counted on to fill at least 15 minutes either talking or wrestling, or maybe both.
Meh.
So yeah, it was okay. And then it set up the tag team match later with Sammy and Kevin up against Braun and Lashley.
Great tag team.
Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler defeat Titus worldwide, and then they do a promo afterwards. Dolph Ziggler yells for no reason, even though he has a microphone, and then Drew McIntyre, who cut a really good promo about, you know, everyone in the backstage is soft and blah, 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 blah. But I think it was a good promo. You know, not super heelish, but
confident.
I liked it.
Confident.
Mm-hmm.
Confident.
Better promo than any promo Roman Reigns ever cut.
Any Roman Reigns promo, Bobo?
Shut the fuck up. Why don't you mess up lines again? So yeah, Drew McIntyre, I see big things for him. What?
Oh, okay.
Big things, big things.
Yeah, no, I'm
Jamaican, man. I'm cultural appropriation.
I'm not gonna touch that right now.
Jinder Mahal and Chad Gable had a backstage segment. Chad Gable and Kurt Angle do some interaction, and then Jinder Mahal comes out, makes a mini-me dead joke about 2 days after he died. A little too soon. This sets up a match where Chad Gable defeats Jinder Mahal. They do the old, Owen Hart thing where he rolls him up off the turnbuckle. Yeah. So that sets up Mahal getting upset. I'm always scared because he's gonna win, and then Mahal just beats him in the end. But I mean, Chad Gable got the TV time. I'm high on Chad Gable. They did kind of make note that he's like 5'8", and I'm like, I don't care.
I kept saying this picture of him, of Nicholas being Chad Gable.
They did make that joke.
Oh, they did? Oh.
Yes, Jinder Mahal made the joke.
Oh.
Anyways, what do you think about Chad Gable as an act?
As an
act?
Talent or an act?
Whatever. A talent. As a wrestler.
A talented hack. I don't like him.
You don't like him? Why not?
No. Did
you see him in NXT?
Yeah,
Have you seen the promos he cut in NXT?
Yeah, but to me, he doesn't really bring a I mean, you can sell him as like, oh, he's like the amateur background, he's an average kind of guy, whatever. But to me, he's not. I don't want to buy into what he has.
Why not?
I don't want to buy into Jason Jordan, but before he got hurt, he was kind of that, privileged prick, and it was kind of okay. It's kind of okay, but Chad Gable just doesn't do anything for me.
I disagree. I think Chad Gable's a good talent. Obviously, I don't think Vince is going to see anything of him because he's short.
I just see him as kind of like a Kurt Hawkins. Just go in there, do something, get out.
Wow. I mean, he probably will be turning into Kurt Hawkins, but I do not think he should be.
Yeah. And then he'll get the idea. He'll leave, go make more money somewhere else.
Strowman and Lashley, the new powerhouse tag team, defeat Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Good match. Braun Strowman was on fire. Probably the hottest person on the show. The crowd is behind him. Braun Strowman.
Get him a title.
Maybe.
Get him another title.
Maybe he beats Brock Lesnar instead.
Maybe he beats.
Maybe. But yeah, so tag team match puts the baby faces over. I'm not always a fan of having Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens kind of lose that decisively that quickly, but Sami Zayn, I mean, really
branch them two off pretty soon.
Don't feud them.
No feuding. Yeah, you don't need to feud them, but they need to slowly start separating.
Shake hands and walk off into the sunset.
There we go. Maybe you can have them trade, send Sammy back to SmackDown and bring over somebody else.
They just did that. But why would they go back to SmackDown when they
no. You trade one of them.
Kevin almost killed Vince.
I'm just saying, and then, the guy they bring over for Sammy could, feud with Kevin. Which there's a couple people from SmackDown that would be a good feud.
Seth Rollins, or whatever. I don't care. Seth Rollins and Finn Balor defeat the Miz Taraj. They did some backstage segments with the Miz Taraj kind of cuddling up to Balor and Rollins, trying to act if they want to be together.
Yep.
And both of them said, and then they face win clean. So what does this mean for the Miz Taraj? Are they just going to be
jobbers again?
Or
I hope not.
Like a tag team jobbers?
Well, we already have the Ascension, so.
Right, but they're big.
I mean, I guess they could. I would like to see Kurt Hawkins go kind of. Why do I keep saying Kurt Hawkins?
Curtis Axel?
Yes. I don't know why I said Kurt Hawkins.
Because you talked about him being Chad Gable.
Yeah. And now I got. God damn it. But yes, I would see Curtis Axel kind of separate from Bo Dallas. Bo Dallas, he can.
Fuck a duck?
Yes.
All right. Baron Corbin was supposed to have a match with No Way Jose, but instead he says some bad things about No Way Jose, and then No Way Jose says he's going to party anyways because he's not going to stop because of Baron Corbin, and then by the time he almost gets to the back, Baron Corbin beats him up, so this is going to set up a Corbin-Jose feud, which I'm fine with, mid-card act, No Way Jose probably is going to lose, of course, because Baron Corbin got like a little promo package before the match started, so that shows that Vince maybe he's re-energized because of him, but I mean, No Way Jose, I think right now he's the fresh new toy, so obviously he's going to get somewhat of a push. But Baron Corbin,
they need to put Corbin over.
Of course they are.
They better.
I mean, I kind of said last week that No Way Jose, I like him. He's going to be I think right now he's probably going to be like a jobber baby face, and then maybe you can turn him heel and turn him into something. I'm not saying like. I mean, maybe like IC title level, maybe.
Ooh, I don't know.
He's a big dude.
Yeah, but I mean,
he's a big dude.
Adam Rose has potential.
I think No Way Jose has more potential than Adam Rose.
I think Adam Rose would have been laid way better.
I disagree. But anyways.
But that's what makes us, great friends, right?
Mm-hmm. A moment of bliss where Alexa Bliss gives a PSA about how mean Nia Jax was. She was going to give her burrito bowl to this poor homeless person, and then Nia Jax takes it from her and gobbles it up and laughs in her face.
Is that also just another fat joke?
I guess.
Or fat shaming?
It was. But Alexa Bliss, spot on. It was mean. It was funny. It was entertaining. It's what it should have been. It was good, and it makes you want Nia Jax to beat her ass even more.
Well, let's make it happen.
It will happen at Backlash. All the women will be wrestling at Backlash now.
You sure?
I think so. The women's titles will be
way
defended
too many men.
Sausage fest. So because the men had a 10-man tag last week and the women were not going to be wrestling at the Saudi Arabia show, so maybe this was a makeup and have them in the main event. 10-person tag match, heel versus babyface. Natalya, who is Ronda Rousey's best friend now apparently, gets attacked by Mickie James, gets taunted, and then Ronda Rousey makes the save, attacks Mickie James, hits her with a beautiful judo throw, and Ronda Rousey makes the save. Got a big pop. Ronda Rousey, probably the number one star in the company.
Number one
Star.
I guess.
There goes again.
There goes your tummy.
I know. Now I'm starting to get hungry. Anyways, Ronda Rousey, number one star in the company.
I guess.
And she's sort of...
Sure.
Okay, then who's the number one star in the company? You're telling me people know Roman Reigns more than they know Ronda Rousey?
No,
That's why I said star. I didn't say...
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry.
So, this sets up Ronda Rousey. We talked about her doing the European loop. She will be facing Mickie James in one-on-one competition in Paris.
That's Paris, folks.
Yes, for you non-French speakers. But yeah, one-on-one match. Ronda Rousey against Mickie James. I think Mickie James is probably her perfect opponent. She's been around the loop. She knows how to wrestle. She can lead Ronda to a good match.
Yep.
And this is probably a good setup for her eventually facing Natalya probably at SummerSlam. So, I like the match. Hopefully there's reports coming out of Ronda impressing people.
I hope so. Or maybe there's some cell phone footage or something.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
So that was Raw. Raw was okay. SmackDown, I think SmackDown's probably moving in the right direction. I think SmackDown might have been a better show.
Well, yeah. Well, we got more stars finally, and people that actually we want to see wrestle. So
let's get into the SmackDown recap. The Miz TV happened. Miz making his triumphant return to SmackDown, says that he's going to invite Daniel Bryan on, but instead Big Cass comes out. Miz seems shocked. Big Cass cuts a beautiful promo, comes in the suit, talks about how tall, dark, and handsome he is, and complains about Daniel Bryan and him were cleared on the same day, same week, but all the publicity went to Daniel Bryan.
Well, yeah.
None of it went to Big Cass, so that's why he's jealous. Apparently, Big Cass was really short, and then he just gave up and didn't care anymore, and so that made him tall, so maybe that's what I need to do. That's what we need to do. We just give up. We just, stop caring about what people think, and we just, we'll grow to 7 feet and beat everyone's ass.
Yeah, I doubt that works.
I mean,
I think there's a thing called genetics and stuff like that, too, but we get those, knee extension surgeries, whatever.
Go to Russia.
Yep.
I thought it was a good promo by Big Cass. What'd you think?
It's all right. I like that.
It is making me more excited for this Daniel Bryan match, which I was like, oh, they're really putting him and Daniel Bryan together.
Exactly. And then it also shows me how much he's improved since Enzo.
If your knee ain't working, might as well get your mouth working.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you can't wrestle, might as well do promo class at the PC.
There we go. Okay, that sounds better.
So the Iconics, they come out, they cut their little promo being obnoxious as always. Do you like the Iconics?
They're growing. They're growing on me.
They're growing on. Are you a Peyton Royce or a Billy Kay person?
Peyton Royce.
I like Billy Kay. Apparently everyone likes Billy. Everyone likes Peyton Royce. I like Billy Kay myself.
Why?
I don't know. I think she's better.
Okay.
Anyways, so then they go up against Asuka and Becky Lynch. Give me that Becky, but unfortunately Becky Lynch loses. Peyton Royce hits her with the roll up with the feet on the ropes. Referee doesn't see it. Asuka loses her second match.
But she didn't take the pin.
Exactly.
I mean, it's still a loss.
But if this was 2 months ago, she wouldn't have lost. They wouldn't have lost. So
yeah.
This does open up after the loss to Charlotte. This opens up more things like this. Like, I'm not saying Asuka's going to be eating pins all the time, but it helps you to tell stories like this to where Asuka loses. It sets up a feud with them on the Iconics. Maybe Asuka turns heel or gets mad at Lynch for doing all these, for losing all the time, and then they have them feud. But yeah,
I can see that happen. That'd be a good feud off WrestleMania would be her and Becky Lynch. So I like that. I'd like to see that.
Jimmy Uso has a backstage segment with Naomi, his wife. They
you sure it was the right Uso?
I think so.
Okay.
I can kind of tell.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know exactly if their voices are super the same, but if it's them together, I can tell because I see them on Total Deal all the time. So yeah. Anyways, they do a backstage segment. Naomi is scared for Jimmy, And he says, "I got this, boo. I'll got it." And then Jimmy wrestles Rowan. Naomi comes out and distracts them by doing her neon dance routine, and the Usos win, or Jimmy Uso wins against Rowan. So good for them. The contract signing between Carmella and Charlotte. Carmella was being annoying.
That was perfect.
I did like it. I think they kind of pushed the edge, showing the whatever Melibration video package back to back. Not back to back entirely, but I think people probably would have gotten a little pissed off and maybe changed the channel. But I think Carmella was good. Charlotte, she was okay. She didn't really say anything, so she was kind of being above it all, but she kind of had her resting bitch face on.
Yeah, but I mean, the what did she do? She grabbed her head and smashed it. She kind of muffed that up, but other than that, it was great.
Oh, hey, Josh. I'm not gonna lie, he scared me. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing in my backyard? I'm gonna die. Okay. Anyway, Benjamin defeats Randy Orton. I thought maybe they should have done this last week to build up Shelton Benjamin a little more. Yeah. But Jeff Hardy was involved, so now this kind of sets up a triple threat match because Orton won the number one contendership match when Jinder Mahal was champion, but then Jinder Mahal went over to Raw and then lost to Jeff Hardy, and then Jeff Hardy's over here, and then he lost, and so yeah. So now it's going to be a triple threat match probably at Backlash.
Just like SmackDown likes all these stupid clusterfucks of matches. So
Daniel Bryan cuts a promo backstage after Renee interviews him a little bit, and he actually talked about winning the Greatest Royal Rumble, like the only person to actually acknowledge that they want to win this match.
That is so true. No one else. Oh wow, I really just noticed that. So no one else mentioned it, huh?
Nope. Oh, no one cut a promo about why they want to win.
You know why? This is why Daniel Bryan is the
GOAT.
I was trying to find more words to describe him, but yeah, he is one of the greatest because he knows what to say. Like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't someone wrote out a script and said, "Here, say this."
Well, I mean,
I'm sure they had to get it.
There's some give and take, and he probably wanted to talk about the greatest round. I don't know, but he was the only person to talk about it, so I thought, he's definitely one of the favorites to win.
Yeah.
Yes, some Joe cuts a promo running down Roman Reigns again. It was good. Nakamura and Rusev Day go up against Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, and AJ Styles. The club is reunited.
I like that.
But Nakamura and Ruru win. Nakamura doing some more low blows to AJ Styles, unfortunately. Nakamura just be low blowing everybody. Nakamura coming out with some new theme song, the same theme, but it has Japanese words in it. It's with a Japanese rock band. I like it. Just because it doesn't want the heels, you shouldn't be singing along with their theme song. So that's Bobby does turn heel. I don't know if they would change his theme up.
Probably.
But Nakamura's theme, I like it because it kind of hinges you from thinking along with the theme. Thing along with the theme, baby.
Okay.
So yeah, that was SmackDown.
I like how I mean, I know it's an hour difference between the shows, but I like how even 1 hour is a huge difference.
Apparently NXT was fire this week.
Oh, really?
So I need to watch that.
Yeah, I have to watch
that. That's only an hour long. So onto the Greatest Royal Rumble. We get through this quickly. It was basically a house show. All the baby
glorified house show.
All the house shows. I mean, I heard the perfect analogy. I heard was it was a house show with a WrestleMania budget.
Jesus Christ!
But
WWE did not fork a dime. It's all financed through
all Saudis.
Yep.
So I mean, I can't wait for those quarterlies to come and they talk about how much money they made off this show.
Yep.
Half a billion, a billion, at least $500 million from the show.
$500 million?
I mean, rumors are they were given $200 million just to host it.
Just to host it.
So you got to think of ticket sales. You got to think of merch. You got to think of all the other stuff that went into this.
That's gonna be a pretty penny, probably.
Probably. I mean, they're gonna make some dumb money. So opening up the show, John Cena defeats Triple H. I mean, once again, fine match. They kind of they kind of went through the motions a little bit.
Yeah.
The crowd was super hot for both these guys. That's kind of the theme of the show. The crowd reacted a lot to the big stars, not a lot to the lower stars. Like Cedric Alexander and Kalisto, they had a nice, fun match. Some athletic stuff. Alexander wins. No title changes on the show except for the Hardys winning, which technically is
the Hardys. You mean
the Woken Warriors?
There we go.
The Woken Warriors winning, which isn't a title change.
It's just
a title coronation.
Yes.
This is we can get into it. The Woken Warriors defeat the Bar. It was all right, but it is the 10th country to see a title change. So there you go.
I like that.
It was all right. Another Hardy, Jeff Hardy defeats
okay, I know that guy.
Jinder Mahal in a quick 6-minute match. What's wrong with this? What?
Did you not see it?
The botch.
It's not a botch. It's thankfully I have to blame Jeff, but you have to blame a lot of it on Mahal too.
It goes both ways.
Who do you blame more, Jeff or Mahal?
You know, I'm gonna be honest. I was taking a cat nap during this match, so I did not see it. Come on, Dominic. I'm playing your role.
You didn't see anything?
Nope.
So you don't know what I'm talking about?
Nope. I'm playing your role right now.
Jeff went up for a whisper in the ring.
Well, I know what happened. I just didn't see it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll try to paint the best picture I can. So Jeff was getting up. As he stood up, Mahal was still way out of.
See if I can find it on the Twitter.
You can probably find it anywhere. But Mahal was still out of I don't know, range or whatever. So when Jeff hit it, as Jeff landed on the ground, Mahal went into position and then fell. So Jeff was already on the ground when Mahal started to fall. And it's...
There it is.
Yeah. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as the botch of the night, but, you know, nothing's going to top that botch of the night.
But
botch of the year, botch of the century, botch of the decade.
I saw...
Shockmaster has some competition.
Finley tweeted, you know, he wasn't giving it. He should have took it. And it was a picture of Shockmaster handing the torch over to Titus.
We get into
we'll get into that.
We will get into that.
But Jeff, I don't want to blame Jeff, but Mahal.
I mean, his back is turned.
Yeah,
so you can't really see what's going on.
But you should know that
the only heels to win on the Greatest Royal Rumble card, the Bludgeon Brothers defeat the Usos pretty handily. So I mean, is this just kind of setting up them and Sanity to go against each other? Because right now they kind of run through the tag division.
Well, no, you got don't you got the Good Brothers now,
but I mean, come on.
You know, we got
the bar, but the bar just lost pretty handily. They lost to a 10-year-old.
Wow,
I'm just saying.
The 10-year-old didn't do anything.
Exactly, and he still lost to the 10-year-old.
Damn it.
I see ladder match, probably the best match of the show.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins, Miz, Samoa Joe, and Finn Balor. I thought Finn Balor was going to maybe pull it off so they can do something with him and Rollins. Finn Balor not wearing any rainbow colors.
I wonder why.
No Sami Zayn. No women. Just saying. A lot of, maybe some propaganda videos that were run during the show. Not going to get into that. Going to, get off my soapbox.
Yeah.
But you guys know what I'm talking about, okay? That's Saudi money. Too much to take too much to turn down. Seth Rollins wins. It was fun. Not probably in the middle to low end of ladder matches, but on this show, that's a lot. Not Zack Ryder, The Undertaker.
See, we're just screwing up everything.
Sorry, I heard a fly and I get distracted by the flies. The Undertaker goes up against Ruru in a casket match. The Undertaker wins. Probably it was a longer match. I think the John Cena match was, but I think the Cena match was better.
Yeah.
Rusev kind of cowering to the Undertaker, selling the effects of the casket, and Undertaker puts Rusev and Aiden English in the casket.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Was it double what?
Yeah.
Nice.
Aiden English eats the tombstone.
Which phenomenal tombstone.
It was a very nice tombstone, obviously, because Aiden English is the lighter guy, so it's probably easier to do a tombstone on him than it was to do Ruru.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
Onwards to the title matches. Nakamura faces AJ Styles. Nakamura coming down to his new theme on the big ramp. I thought he looked really good.
I liked it.
He was gyrating. He looked kind of like Wrestle Kingdom Nakamura. They were fighting. I think they were. I'm not saying they were going to think special, but I thought they were putting in a decent effort. And then it goes to a double count out. So nothing's going on, but they get rebooked for Backlash. So hopefully they turn up for that and they could steal the show. But I'm also kind of leery that it's such a quick turnaround that they're not going to do a finish there either. Maybe Nakamura hits AJ with a low blow and gets DQ'd, and
more low blows.
It kicks the can down the road for another title match.
Do you see Nakamura pulling off a win and winning the title? Or do you think it's just going to be more of he's going to be that?
I mean, I could see maybe Nakamura at Backlash cheats to win. I could see that because as much as I love AJ, I'm not saying he needs the title right now. He can chase it.
Yeah.
So I can see Nakamura win.
Have Nakamura hold it for a little while and then AJ take it back and
maybe.
By then, or maybe Gargano will be there. And
maybe Daniel Bryan and Nakamura. Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. But
triple threat match WrestleMania?
You never know. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, the match we were all talking about, we were all speculating, probably the biggest match on the card. We were like, oh, maybe this is going to be the crowning achievement of Roman Reigns because the crowd's going to be super behind him. And none of those things happened.
Yep.
The crowd was not super behind him. They were, at most, probably your average, Southern, Midwest crowd where they're behind him, but there's also some people that don't like him.
Yep.
Roman Reigns spears Brock Lesnar through the cage. Both the guys go through the cage, and apparently Roman Reigns' feet touch first, which should have meant he won. But Brock Lesnar's back hit first. Maybe it's like football, one back equals 2 feet. I don't know.
XFL is probably trying to cross over right now, so.
It was a catch. But Brock Lesnar retains. Roman Reigns does not win. So, Roman Reigns does have the out that he was screwed. He should have won, but he didn't. So, do they really go back to this match? I
hope to God no.
But
they will.
But the thing is, Brock Lesnar has held the championship for 390 days. That record right there, 434. It's creeping up. Paul Heyman's going to be in both of those. So, I don't know if Paul Heyman has any say so. If he would be like, Punk's things coming up. I think they're well aware.
I started looking over there when you did that.
No.
And then
that
thing back there.
Yeah. The moon, stars are there.
Hey,
some spaceships.
Keep going.
So anything you want to say about this match?
No. I saw the finish and I was just like,
so this
technically Roman won. Technically,
so does this cement that Roman Reigns isn't going to win the championship if they didn't even pull the trigger here? Because I don't understand why you keep delaying the gratification. And you keep delaying it, and it just makes it worse and worse and more. Makes it more cold.
Do you think they would let Lesnar hold the title all the way to WrestleMania and have him drop it there?
Oh my God, another year.
Do you think they would do that?
No, because I don't think Brock Lesnar is going to be with the company. Maybe he is with the company, but he's not going to be wrestling with the company until then.
I got a funny ass feeling it's going to be a lot of. I don't think Roman's going to win it until WrestleMania.
I think Braun Strowman takes it from. I think at this point,
I think Braun Strowman wins Money in the Bank.
I think Braun Strowman. Okay, fine. You go with your situation first. Braun Strowman cashes in, win.
When?
Win. So you're telling me Braun Strowman is going to cash in on Brock Lesnar?
No, I think Roman's going to win it, and he's going to cash in on Roman, and he's going to beat Roman.
All of Money in the Bank or later down the line?
Probably later down the line.
I'm going to go with straight up one-on-one Strowman versus Brock at SummerSlam. Strowman wins, and that can kick Brock out, and he can train for the UFC.
Yeah.
So the greatest Royal Rumble ever, apparently. It was fun. 50 men. I didn't get the clear rules on it, so I assumed it was a minute. It seemed like a little. It seemed like the timer was a little off.
Saudi time.
Some seemed longer, some seemed shorter.
On Saudi time.
Daniel Bryan and Dolph Ziggler kicked off the match. Daniel Bryan won. Dolph Ziggler 2. Daniel Bryan almost goes wire to wire, but Big Cass eliminates him.
Keeping that storyline going, though.
So, yeah, it was Daniel Bryan, Big Cass, Lashley, Braun were kind of the last guys in there. So, basically, all 5 of them. 5 of them? 4 of them. 5 of them. 4. 4. So, all 4 of them, you can kind of see them being realistic winners. Chris Jericho comes at number 50. Chris Jericho cut a promo backstage when it was prayer time intermission. So, that was fun.
So he cut a promo during prayer time. Isn't that kind of disrespectful?
It was their intermission. He didn't. The crowd didn't see it.
Oh, okay.
So
that's why I was like,
because at 8:14, I looked it up. At 8:14 in Jeddah, they have to do prayers. So when that time came up, they went to intermission. So then they went to the panel. Then they went backstage, and Jericho cut a promo. Daniel Bryan cut a promo. So yeah. Anyways, Kevin Owens was in the match. They built up they did the storyline of Daniel Bryan teaming up with Shane McMahon to attack Kevin Owens. Then Chris Jericho comes out, and Kevin Owens said go back to Japan, which was funny. And then they set up their feud, and then Kevin Owens gets dumped. Shane McMahon does Shane McMahon things, does coast to coast on Braun Strowman because everyone's trying to attack Braun Strowman. Then of course it didn't work.
Yep.
Shane McMahon goes to do another coast to coast on Kevin Owens, but then Braun Strowman comes up, rises from the Black Lagoon, throws him all the way to the announcing table, and Shane McMahon died. Figuratively, not literally.
Okay.
But Anyways, probably the highlight of the show of the year. Titus O'Neil comes down the ring, running down, and I don't know if it was like the difference between the ramp and the padding, but homeboy tripped, slid a good 10 feet, and his big ass is like 6'8", and he almost completely disappeared underneath the ring. Luckily there was nothing like the ladder. I think Seth took a ladder from where that was.
Yeah, he's lucky.
So luckily he that ladder was taken out, and he did not hit it, or the LED things boards were right there.
Because homeboy would have been fucked up.
Yeah. But anyways, he didn't get hurt. It was funny. It was all in good fun. Is this worse than the Shockmaster?
I don't know. I mean, with the social media now, I think it has to be worse. But I
still got to go Shockmaster. Shockmaster is.
It's worse because more people have access to see it that right then and there. But
I think in the moment it's worse.
But obviously, right now we're laughing about it. Shockmaster, we're just like that's. I don't think you can replace that moment in time. So I mean, Shockmaster has to be the worst one ever. But
obviously right now.
But right now it's like it's funny. It's like, oh my God, Titus, that was hilarious.
I just hope they don't give him a gimmick where he just trips and falls all the time now.
Oh God,
give him like the Natalia treatment.
Yeah, where she farts all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. The match itself, it was a long match, 50 people. Hornswoggle returns.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio returned.
Yep.
We knew that.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho, Khali, some sumo wrestler dude, Roderick Strong, chopped the fuck out of Daniel Bryan, and his chest was all messed up.
That'd be a good feud right there too.
I don't know if it probably was a combination of the chops and Daniel Bryan not wrestling a bunch.
So because like his capillaries aren't,
because his chest was all messed up, his biceps were all messed up from bumping. So he hasn't been in the ring a long time.
Well, it's ring rust.
There's a couple call-ups, Heavy Machinery, or not call-ups, but debuts. Heavy Machinery dude wrestled. Some big guys wrestled. So, but in the end, Braun Strowman dumps Big Cass, and he wins. He gets a big-ass trophy.
And a title.
And he gets a bright green title, because that's the color of the Saudi flag, so that's what the title is. Hope that stays in Saudi Arabia.
I can see him bringing it to Raw, being like,
and Braun Strowman, either he couldn't pick it up or they didn't want him to pick it up, because if he did, he'd just break it.
Well, I mean, he could have picked it up. He dumped
I think he picked it up. I think he was trying to pick it up, and it might have been too heavy, or Vince said something to him, be like, "Yeah, don't pick it up,
because keep it down.
It's just gonna fall apart on him." So in the end, I mean, 5 hours is a long time.
Well, I mean, how many intermissions do they have?
Just one.
Oh,
just like one, maybe 20-minute intermission. So not even like a New Japan 30-minute intermission. So yeah, I'm not gonna. Okay, I wouldn't recommend the show. I think if anything, maybe just watch the Royal Rumble match, if anything, because nothing spectacular happened.
It wasn't there. There was no one match that you're like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, I mean the IC title match, best match of the show probably, but it was nothing special.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is it for the greatest Royal Rumble recap. Onwards to sports, and we're going to be talking about the NFL draft and the NBA playoffs. Which one would you like to tackle first?
Do the playoffs first. I know more about the playoffs.
All right. So we got 2 Game 7s, one today, one tomorrow. We got the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Boston Celtics, Game 7 in TD Gardens. I picked Milwaukee to begin with to win, so I got to stick with Milwaukee to win. Every home team has won so far, so obviously this means Boston's winning, right?
No. Bucks.
Okay, who'd you pick to begin with?
Boston. Remember I said it was Warriors in Boston.
You got to stick with your picks, Dominic. Ride or die.
You want me to ride or die?
Yeah. Because I'm picking the Bucks.
Fine.
So you got to pick the
Celtics.
Celtics. There we go. That's how TV podcasts work.
Jaylen Brown.
We got to disagree so we have some content.
Jaylen Brown, baby.
All right, so another Game 7 going on tomorrow. This one's going on tomorrow. Indiana in Cleveland. Indiana whooped Cleveland's ass yesterday. And now this sets up a Game 7 in Cleveland. Back and forth. I mean, all the games. I mean, the ones Cleveland have won have been close. The ones Indiana have won have been blowouts. So
let's go Indiana.
Once again, I'm sticking with my pick. I will believe LeBron gets eliminated when he does. So I'm picking Cleveland to win. LeBron's going to step up and pull it off.
No. Lance Stevenson's in Tristan's head. He's a lockdown defender. Going with Pacers.
All right, so there we go.
We'll talk about
disagreeing picks. So now we got the game 7s out the way. Now we got to talk about the game 1s. One today, one tomorrow. Today, 7:30, local time or Eastern time? I think it's local time.
It's local time.
Goddamn, they're having a playoff game at 10:30.
Yep.
Ooh, sorry for you East Coast fans. The New Orleans Pelicans go up against the Golden State Warriors. Ooh. New Orleans had some time off. They got the sweep. Warriors got in 5, so both teams kind of have a break. Steph Curry, there's been some news that he's questionable, so maybe he gets some limited minutes. Maybe doesn't start. Maybe plays 20 minutes, 15, 10. I think you got to see how the game's going.
I would
put him at the back end of the first quarter, maybe start of the second, and then see what he goes from there.
Yeah.
But do you think he's going to play today?
Yes.
I say no.
Well, fuck you.
And so we just got to keep this rolling with the disagreements.
Okay.
Golden State looking a little shaky against the Spurs. They at least the last couple games looked a little shaky. New Orleans has been on fire. They destroyed the Trailblazers. I said it was probably going to be the best series, and it was the worst series.
Yeah.
So it shows what I know.
I mean,
so Golden State and
I'm not worried.
New Orleans.
I'm not worried because
Anthony Davis is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, but it goes to show you that
who do you put on Anthony Davis? Kevin Durant or Draymond Green?
Draymond.
Okay.
Draymond's more physical. He's not afraid to kick you in the balls.
He's a little short.
Yeah, so you can't put JaVale on him.
He'll foul him every time.
Exactly. If you put KD on him, yeah, he has length and he's a decent defender, but you need Draymond on him, and Draymond's not afraid to play someone taller than him. So,
all right, so here we go. New Orleans, Golden State. Who's winning the series?
Golden State in 5.
Golden State in 5. I will go Golden State in 6. 6 is always a safe pick.
Yeah,
but I think I wouldn't be shocked if New Orleans pulls out the first game.
If
I think this is their time. If Steph Curry isn't playing, or if he's really limited, they got to go out and they got to steal these games.
Yeah. If Curry's not playing, if they don't capitalize on Curry not playing, they have to lock down. You got to lock down Kevin Durant, and you got to lock down Clay, and you got to make everyone else work for their buckets. If you don't, lock down Clay and KD, then we're going to score. And Clay wasn't even playing good last series either, so he was good the first few games, but the last, I think, 3, he was just a total shit in the bed. So,
to be honest, I haven't been watching that much Warriors playoff games because I kind of know they're going to win. So,
easy.
So, Warriors in 6, Warriors in 5.
Yeah.
So, the other Western Conference playoff series, we got the Utah Jazz going up against the Houston Rockets. Utah Jazz beat the Thunder last night to secure the victory. Houston struggling a little bit.
Yeah.
Utah, everyone just kind of looks past Utah because it's Utah. They don't have Gordon Hayward anymore.
But
they're
Rubio been putting on a clinic lately.
Rubio has been playing good. He always got Gobert. So I'm still going with Houston. I think Houston.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Houston still.
So Houston
in. I think Houston's gonna sweep them.
Ooh,
I'll go 4.
I'll go Houston in 5. So
I hope I'm wrong. But I
still want to. It's kind of like I want to see Houston and Golden State in the championship. So I want to see that and be like, okay, the 2 best teams in the conference go up against each other. So there's no fluke. You'd be like, oh, Houston lost, they choked, but then you got to face Utah. So this will be fun.
Yeah,
should be a fun playoff series. So we're not gonna have. By the time we do our next podcast, the Eastern things will start. So out of the 4 teams, any predictions on who makes it to the conference championships?
Well, I agree with you. It's going to be Warriors in Houston.
Sixers are waiting, and who else is waiting? The Raptors. So Sixers and Raptors are waiting for the winners of these matches. Is it Raptors and Sixers, or do you think it's going to be one of these other 4 teams?
It's going to be 6. I think I'm trying to think. It's either going to be Cleveland, Pacers. You know what? I think it's going to be Raptors and Sixers.
Okay.
They're both the two better the teams of the two team or the four teams that are still playing, so they have to be the favorites, the odd favorites to win. So,
all right. So you heard it here first, folks. So onwards to the NFL draft. Unless you want to talk about any other NBA news, any other sports news, any baseball news.
Giants won yesterday.
Good for the Giants. The A's won yesterday too.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Yes.
So do you guys a game under 500 now?
I don't know.
You don't even know what your record is?
No.
We're 2 games, 13-11. Oh
nice.
yeah. So
guess I'm going to playoffs?
Maybe.
Doubt it.
You want to do the A's Giants bet?
No, I'm cool.
That's what I thought. Talking all that shit, and then once the A's fun, yeah, I told you we were going to be good this year.
Whatever you say. You guys are gonna shit the bed soon, anyways.
Probably. I'm an authentic A's fan.
Oh, right there.
Onwards to the NFL draft. A record 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round. Dominic, do you know anything about any of these quarterbacks? Do you know anything?
I know Baker Mayfield. That's it.
Do you know? So that's about it.
That's it. Yeah.
So the Browns.
I don't really watch the draft.
Do you watch college football?
Not really.
That's
watch a little cow. That's about it.
Ooh. You watch cow football
and Stanford football.
Okay, that's a little better. So a record 5 quarterbacks taken in the first round. All of them, I think, are really good. So Baker Mayfield goes number 1 to the Browns. A little controversy there.
Yeah.
Jets take Sam Darnold number 3. Josh Allen from Wyoming, who had a little Twitter controversy earlier in the day and the day before for some insensitive things he said.
Okay.
But he was like 14, so whatever. So that's number 7 to the Bills. Then we got 10 to the Arizona Cardinals. Josh Rosen from UCLA. And then the last pick of the first round, Lamar Jackson, goes to the Baltimore Ravens. Really good pick. He's going to sit behind Joe Flacco. I don't know exactly if he will pan out the way he is. But out of these 4 quarterbacks, anything you've heard, are you just going to pick the guy Baker Mayfield?
Just the guy I know.
So you're going to stick with Baker Mayfield?
Well, I mean, I know the controversy you're talking about, how I can't remember who said it, but they compared him to Manziel. And I kind of do agree with that, but I think Baker Mayfield will also learn from
Baker Mayfield, I love Johnny, but I think he's probably a better quarterback. He's a better thrower than Johnny Manziel is. Obviously, I like USC. I think Sam Darnold is probably the best pure quarterback out of all of them. So him going to the Jets, I mean, the Jets is...
They needed someone, though.
The Jets is the East Coast version of the Browns. So, I mean, hopefully Sam Darnold... I mean, I don't think any of these people are going to play right away, which is good. They can kind of sit behind.
You don't think the Browns will start Mayfield?
No, because they have not Teddy Bridgewater.
Griffin.
They got RG3.
Yeah.
They got like all these teams have quarterbacks in place right now, but they're not long-term plans. I mean, Lamar Jackson, obviously, he's going to sit behind Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Rosen's going to sit behind Sam Bradford. Allen sitting behind Teddy Bridgewater, right?
For who?
I don't know. The Bills. Who's playing? Who's the Bills? I forget. Anyways, and the Jets have Josh McCown.
Isn't that Manning? That's the Giants. Sorry.
Wow.
Blue
Anyways,
teams.
the Giants got Saquon Barkley, probably the best player in the draft. Saquon Barkley about to tear it up.
But, hey,
him and Odell Beckham, it's about to be amazing.
But the Raiders made a move.
Well,
first
anyways,
round.
I am getting to that.
I know. That's why I was trying to set you up, kid.
So, the Raiders, because we are always talking about the Raiders, because that's all we care about on this show. So, the Raiders, I have the first, 5 picks. They did just make a pick, so I can do some late breaking news on that one. Don't care about that. Tavon Austin going to the Cowboys.
No.
Okay, so
okay.
There you go. So the Raiders traded their 10th pick,
first round
10th pick to the Arizona Cardinals. So that's how they got Josh Rosen. They moved back to 15 and they got Colton Miller, offensive tackle from UCLA. Good pick. I myself was hoping they win defense. They do go defense later on in the second and 4th round. But offensive lineman from UCLA, Dominic, your thoughts?
Being a former offensive lineman for my middle school football team,
flag football team.
Let's get that right. I I think our O-line was pretty solid last year. I mean, they did allow a lot of sacks, but I kind of put that on Carr too a little bit. He held that ball for way too long. But I kind of wanted to go, like you said, defense, but maybe our safety area is what we needed to improve on. I can't focus on you writing stuff. I mean, I know.
Sorry, I'm putting down another pick.
I know, but it's hard for me to focus.
Late breaking news. Okay.
But
I gotta put down these people that we're not gonna even care about.
I heard a couple things about Colton Miller, and I heard that he's a pretty solid, player. So I'm happy to see what he does.
I was kind of mad because once the Raiders traded the pick to get the 15, it's like all the really good defensive guys coming off the board. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Because the was it Fitzpatrick, the dude from Alabama?
Yeah.
He came off the board, and then the Samoan came off the board from Washington. I was a little sad, but obviously I think they had this guy in mind when they picked him. They're like, okay, we can trade him, get some stuff for him, and he'll still be there in the 15th pick.
Yeah.
Offensive tackle, Donald Penn's replacement, probably the offensive line getting a little old, so you gotta
start making moves.
Gotta make those money moves, as Cardi B would say.
Yep.
So in the second round, the Raiders make some more moves. They trade away the pick that they got from the Arizona Cardinals. They give it away, and they get Martavius Bryant from the Steelers. So now you set up Adrian Peterson, Amari Cooper, Jordy Nelson, Martavius Bryant, and Seth Roberts as your number 4, which is a pretty good number 4.
Yeah.
So Jordy Nelson probably in the slot, Cooper, Bryant on the ends, Martavius Bryant, a speedster who can blow the top off the defense. Has some off the field issues,
but
I think he likes to smoke weed. Probably. I mean, who doesn't like to smoke weed?
But as long as he stays straight, don't fuck with people, I think the Raiders are getting a little bit dangerous.
John Gruden, the offensive mind, has really, especially looking at the draft, he's just going heavy on the offensive line and offense this year. So, I mean, I think defense. I mean, the offense wasn't great last year either, but I mean, the defense is really what they need to focus on, and hopefully they make some moves or something like that. But Martavius Bryant being the number 2 guy.
Who did we draft last year? The guy that got hurt. What was his name?
I don't know. I live in the present. I live in the past.
I know he's coming back, and he's going to be healthy, so hopefully he can. And I think he was a safety, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully that whoever your name is, come back stronger than ever.
So in the second round, the
Raiders.
The Raiders or the Warriors?
Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders. They do select a defensive person, a defensive lineman. They go heavy on the big boys here. They pick P.J. Hall from Sam Houston State, so a defensive tackle.
Okay.
Enforcing the middle, which is what they need. They really need some linebackers and some D tackles. Then they got another offensive tackle, Brandon Parker from Brandon Parker from North Carolina A&T. Then they got another big boy, the defensive end from LSU, Arden Key.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got some defense. We got some defensive backs. We got Nick Nelson from Wisconsin. And then just recently they picked a D tackle, a defensive tackle from, I did not write it down because you were yelling at me. So Maurice Hurst. So
Mauricio.
Let's see, where's Homeboy from?
Homeboy.
Go on. It was Michigan. He was from Michigan.
Saw Dominic text you.
Yes, Dominic did text me saying he was going to be here in 10 minutes, but someone took a little cat nap and he was here in 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, suit me.
So a lot of big boys they are taking here. One cornerback, the rest are linemen. So, thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with the draft so far. I want to see preseason games and see how all these youngsters play out, though. So,
I mean, I think they need linebackers. They need corners and safeties. They need help on all 3 levels of the defense right now.
We do.
I mean, you have like the best defensive person in the league, and yet your defense is trash.
And they're talking about trading him too.
Dom, would you like to talk about that?
Nah, it's whatever. I mean, I think he wants more than 65 mil guaranteed, and I think you told me yesterday if he just holds out to Vegas, he'll get paid. But everybody this day and age, they want all the money in the world. So
it's like the girl from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. She
wants more.
She wants it now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Khalil, wait. You'll get paid. You'll win a title. Just wait.
Well, I mean, he'll get paid. I don't know about the title.
He'll get a title. He'll get a ring.
So, Shaquem Griffin, the guy from UCF with one hand. Gets drafted right now to the Seahawks in the 4th round, I think.
Yeah.
But a little sad it took him that long to draft him. He was like the best defensive person in the country just because he has one hand. He put up 22 reps on bench press with one hand. It's amazing. 141st overall in the 5th round to the Seahawks. So good pick, linebacker. You know, I really like him. I hope he does well. I'm rooting for him. I mean, there was talks maybe he might go to the 49ers because the 49ers might help him. If he went to the 49ers,
give him that surgical repaired hand because they're in Silicon Valley.
It's like a nub, so it'd have to be like a prosthetic. Like,
yeah, it's no prosthetic. He gets into a fight, he'll beat someone with it.
I mean, JPP had a club. Why can't he have a club?
Exactly.
And he can catch. He's had interceptions. He can catch with one hand.
Well, yeah. I mean,
so yeah, that's it for the draft. It was fun. First round was a lot of fun. All those quarterbacks being taken. Hopefully, in the future, we see all 5 of these guys playing, and they're still in the league, hopefully.
I'd like to see Baker Mayfield probably put some good numbers up.
I mean, I do want the Browns to do good. Hopefully, the Browns are like the 76ers, and maybe not this year, but maybe next year, the year after.
Yeah.
They finally put it all together, and they can make a playoff run.
I'd like to see that.
I hope so, especially once LeBron leaves Cleveland, and they're going to be their only hope.
Yep.
I mean, the Indians are still good. The Indians are good, but it's a football town there. They love their Browns, even though they suck.
The Bears.
The Browns.
Whatever.
Anyways, that is going to do it for us for Curveballs and Share Shots episode 29. Dominic, anything you want to say to the people?
We can do something special for 30?
I don't know. We're going to do a
Should we do a 30 for 30?
Oh, I never heard that one before.
I'm
pretty sure that's what the Bullet Cast named the 30th episode.
Are you serious?
Probably.
Go do some research because if they did, then we're not doing it.
All right, so thank you guys.
Wait, does Philip even know what 30 for 30 is?
Yeah, because, the Ric Flair documentary. Just like Ric Flair drip. I told him first day it came out, we should use this song. And he's like, no. But anyways.
No.
I got really lightheaded. I can't be shaking around all the time. Careful. Okay. Whew. All right. Thank you guys for watching or listening or however you consume this media entity that we call Curveballs and Chair Shots. So, goodbye. What?
Does Philip still do the goodbye and goodnight?
I don't think he did it last time because he was pissed off because he fucked up.
So you should do it then.
All right. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
There we go.
There you go.
I'm happy.
Boom shakalaka.
Boom.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. Wonderful.